Welcome back to another PPWND pressure washing video. Today we're going to be washing two trucks. The current truck isn't here. It actually arrives after this one here. But currently what I'm doing is I'm applying a degreaser. Usually you start with a acid, then a soap. But this particular client doesn't want acid on his truck, so I use a degreaser. So I washed this truck about maybe twice actually. I apply the degreaser, I rinse it, and then apply a soap afterwards, and then rinse it again. If I was just doing the acid and the soap, it would have been acid then soap and then a rinse. You're gonna see me come back and do it again. I'm actually scrubbing. What you seen earlier is just scrubbing what I call the tough sides, tough areas where it usually after you pressure wash it, it leaves a film or parts that you typically miss. So I try to hit those first. His tanks are covered, so it wasn't a problem not using acid. But if those tanks weren't covered, and unless he had it polished before, that would only be it would be kind of difficult. But he doesn't, so I'm doing the other side, doing the same steps, the chemical, the degreaser, then followed by the soap, rinse and soap. This time he's actually going to have me clean his engine bay, so I'm rinsing it just real quick so he can open up the hood. And once he opened up his hood, I go ahead and throw some degreaser in there and get some of the hot spots. So yep, I'm getting on the other side too, just making sure that I remove as much grease and oil there, so that they can do their pre-trips and they have a good idea of what if something's leaking. But if you never clean the inside, then you'll never find it's not that you'll never find your problem, but with the untrained eye you won't find the problem. So so cleaning the engine bay, and then I'm hitting the spots again, and then we're rinsing. After I rinse this one, you're actually going to see the wash process for the back. I always say the back is the most difficult spots because it has its curves, it's high. Some trucks have the step area, some trucks don't. The other one that you'll be seeing didn't have a place where I could kind of get up on the platform and really touch, allow the pressure to clean the back. But I always put a brush to the back, and normally all of the truck wash guys, you'll see them do that, because it's just usually the most difficult spot, especially if you have a muffler back there. This one has the two mufflers on the side, and the tips are kind of cumbersome to actually get those clean. But right now I do believe I'm just taking care of the tires, and then we're going to switch to the other video. The other truck that pulled up shortly after this, so I had to get water again, come back, and then start off the pressure washing process, the truck washing process. So it's about to flip now. Alright, so this is pretty much the back. This one I didn't use acid on the entire truck. I just used acid on the chrome parts of the truck because it's just, I'm putting the greaser now. and then I'll follow by a rinse. This one I use my hot water, so you're gonna see a lot of vapors because I use the hot water on this one. This is an older truck. It's not. It's well taken care of, but it's just have more wear on this truck. So, and I do apply the acid on the tanks. It's dang near impossible, you know. So, but this was fun. I do like washing trucks. Pressure washing is a numbness thing. What I say is my hands do take a beating. Oh, there I tried to use an old Canon, but it just wasn't working. So I went back to using these newer plastic cannons that I bought, and I like them thus far. I actually think they're a better buy than the metal ones. But anyways, I digress. So again, I did the degreaser. I'm using the hot water. I did do the soap. I'm just trying to make sure I get all the nooks and crannies, starting from the top and rinsing to the bottom. There's some people that do differently, and I understand, but they usually rinse bottom too. I've been told I use way too much water for truck washes here, and I believe that. So this, I'm using the aluminum brightener, the acid, to get the tire, the actual chrome tires, wheels, and the chrome tank, or aluminum tank, or aluminum wheels, depending what they are. But I use this method because it saves me. I think I was low on acid. Usually I'll just spray the whole truck and it'll be a lot faster clean. But at the same time, I don't always want to use acid on their trucks, especially if it's not really needed. So you don't always have to do the two-step acid. But you know, if you're in a rush and you got a whole bunch of them, that's definitely going to be your friend. But again, I try to, you know, only use it when needed, sparingly, and especially when the clients tell me no, don't use it at all. I don't use it, but it's typically a harder clean, especially on those chrome. So if you don't like to for them to use acid often, make sure you wash your truck off and get your truck washed often, so you don't have those problems. But I did forget one thing on these trucks, and that's putting tire shine. I'm actually going to a process of using a paint sprayer to add the tire shine. So I didn't have it this time, but next time I definitely am going to make sure that I have the tire shine for these guys. They do dirty the truck the next day, typically, but still, you want to make sure you give them everything. I always try to, the back is usually the most difficult spot, and I have to get it, and it's something that I actually try to do well at, because although it's not seen, I do believe the truck drivers appreciate you taking time on all the parts of their truck. What you're seeing me is wiping the chrome, because if you let the water sit, the chrome gets stained, and the owner of the truck just said, hey, watch out for these things for me, because you know, they pay a lot of money for these trucks. These trucks are very expensive, so you should always take care of them, wash them, make sure they're well maintained, because when it's time to sell, it just keeps the value. So you put the money in to get it back later. This has been a pressure washing, truck wash, big rig truck washing video, big rig fleet washing video, and the most annoying part is actually reeling all the stuff in and putting it back in the truck. Like I said, I enjoy washing these big rigs. I like taking them from dirty to clean, and we do a great job at it. Thank you for watching the video.